Look at this. Ooh, that's bright. What time is it? Ooh, good timing. 7:15. Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. We are out here on the beautiful SUPER73 RX. It is very, very early in the morning, and it is just another beautiful, beautiful morning. It is about 50 degrees out here. I'm going to put down the visor. 50 degrees out today. Yeah, just another amazing opportunity to go ride to work. It's been a while since we've gotten to ride to work, so I'm very excited. I hope you guys can enjoy this beautiful footage that we get today. You might not be able to tell. You can definitely see I'm wearing my normal riding jacket, but I'm also dressed pretty fancy. I got on a button down and crew neck and all that just because I'm going to work, and I work as a teacher, if you didn't know that. Yeah, I recently got a job at a school that I had the opportunity to work at a while ago, which is pretty awesome. Very, very, very grateful for that. It's a fantastic opportunity to work in a beautiful environment with some really awesome people. And you know, I don't know if any of you out there that are watching have the privilege of working with children, but I'll tell you with the most absolute certainty that working with children is one of the most difficult and rewarding professions you can get into. You know, you'll have those moments where you have a kid that you hates you, one of the two, the other, it doesn't really matter, but you just won't get along with them. And when you hopefully finally have that breakthrough moment, or maybe just those one little sweet moments here and there, it'll always be worth it. It'll make everything feel worth it. And believe me, I've had hundreds and thousands of those throughout my career. I've been working with children since I was a child myself. But yeah, no, it's just another opportunity for me to get some very valuable experience and have some great moments in life. I'm gonna have to pull over here because I have my name tags and my keys dangling. They're annoying, and also I'm just gonna button up. It's gonna be difficult with my gloves on. But yeah, I'm very excited to be out here on the bike now. After doing up the headlight, we have the tail light working now. Got that cup holder. We're all pimped out right now. The only thing we're waiting on is my seat. Let's check the mirror so we don't run into people. Alright. Gotta pop the visor. I'm fogging up. Beautiful. So it's a little wet on the ground right now. Just a little. All the leaves are still on the ground, so look at this. So, something that I have been absolutely obsessed with in the back of my mind lately, mostly because I haven't been able to go out to ride. It's been since the last time you saw me riding. So a couple of weeks, 2 weeks maybe. Something I've been obsessed with is the idea of learning how to pop a wheelie. And when I tell you I've been obsessed with it, I've been dreaming about it, literally dreaming about it. And you know, it's freaking hard on this thing. This thing is heavy. This is a heavy bike. And no, I've never been able to pop a wheelie in my life. So, do I know what I'm talking about? Probably not. However, it's something that a boy can dream and aspire towards. But here, I'm gonna put my feet on the back pedals and we're gonna really go full lean. I gotta adjust my visor. So we're currently hitting 30. going down this bumpy path, but it's beautiful. 50 degrees out today, like I said. I don't know if I said it. 50 degrees out today. Very, very nice weather for this. Excuse me, sir. So, yeah, this is the day after. Well, actually, no. November 3rd was the election. November 4th was the confusion. And now November 5th is where the anger is probably going to start setting in. I am not political. I am not somebody who cares about politics at all. I hate it, honestly. I really, really hate all the anger and division that comes from it. It's really, really just a toxic thing for me, or in my opinion. I don't know how people can dedicate their lives to that, let alone just casually watching it on the TV. There's so many people who are so obsessed with this, and I'm not that person. So when it comes down to it, all of this chaos and shit that has gone down in the past few months of 2020, it's all been very politically charged, and I just cannot be associating myself with any of that. And what I mean by that is not that I don't support certain causes. What I'm saying is that I am not a protester. I am not somebody who enjoys protesting. I am not somebody who enjoys shouting my opinions at others in any circumstance, except for like an Xbox Live party. That's what it reminds me of, honestly. When I hear these people yelling at each other about politics, or a lot of the time, the louder things get, the less they become substance, the less substance there is behind it. Look at this guy. Alright, let me see that whole thing again, because I got pretty stupid there. The louder people get for certain things like this, the less substance there really is behind their argument. And it seems like instead of trying to promote better discourse between one another, and instead of trying, new pavement, sweet, this is probably slippery as hell, let's go full speed. Wow, look at that, that's beautiful. Oh, that's so beautiful. But yeah, instead of trying to promote better discourse, how to try to get your point across better, no, we don't do any of that. We just start screaming, we start breaking, and we start calling people names. We start doing ad hominem attacks where we just put people down for having different views than what we believe, and I could never get behind that. I myself used to be very up to date on politics when it came to the 2016 election. 2016, I was very on top of watching things from the beginning, because I was a Bernie or bust. I was heavily voting for Bernie, or supporting Bernie. I wanted to see that man win because I enjoyed what he had to say, and I felt like what he had to say was beneficial, because at the time I was in college. I was going to community college. I was broke as hell, so free college was fantastic. Free healthcare sounded amazing. So all I was really thinking about was, hey, how can I get some of that? And in the end, when it came down to it, Bernie got absolutely obliterated through corruption. And I don't think anybody's arguing that. I don't think anybody out there can tell you with a straight face, Bernie Sanders did not get absolutely blown to smithereens by the Clinton Foundation in some way. Votes didn't get counted, whatever. So that was really a turning point for me. That was when I realized politics isn't all fairness like they want you to think it is. It's all about power. It's all about power. And one thing that, especially living in New York City, one thing that I can say for certain is that the political elite have a very strong grasp on the media we consume and the ideas that we can push around. So, you know, it's a lot of stuff that is predetermined. A lot of the ideas that we have are ones that somebody wants us to believe because they can mess with all the things around us. All these different protests and stuff like that, their rhetorical value, they make you think. Absolutely, they really do make you think about all the different shit that's going on. Police brutality is awful. It's horrible. Watching people get murdered in the streets is never ever something that we want to see, and I always will stand against killing people for no reason. And you know, as a logical person, yeah, I can definitely tell you that there are justified cases for murdering somebody. That sounds so awful, but you know, yeah, sometimes somebody's coming at you with something, you got to defend yourself. But that's not what I'm trying to get at here. What I'm saying is, I don't see myself going out and screaming and running around in the streets and expecting that to change something. I'm not saying that these protests haven't changed anything. I think they really have had a good impact on how people perceive these issues, which is phenomenal. However, in the moment, it just seems quite childish, in my opinion, to be forcefully feeding somebody an opinion. Oh shit, are you serious? Oh man, god damn it. Oh, okay, we gotta go to the main roads. Alright, let me just wrap up this stupid rant of mine. Bottom line is, I appreciate all the dedicated and very smart people out there who are putting in the work to ensure that we have a fair election and that we continue to have equal, happy lives here in this beautiful America. Because I've been saying this for years and years and years before all of patriotism had to become a corrupt term. I love America. I know that we are in the land of the free. It's very easy to see that we live in a very privileged world where we can ride our SUPER73s to work. Yeah, I'm not blind to all this beauty that is around us, and some of us really are. Some of us might know what it's like to live in a third world country. I'm not saying I do, but if you can have the experience of seeing what it's like in certain other places, maybe it can help shed some light on how good your situation really is. That's mostly where I come from. I have had my own childhood, I'm not going to say traumas, but you know, growing points. Had a lot of opportunities to grow and mature as a person that I'm very thankful for, but in the moment, felt like hell. And I'm sure everybody can agree or can think of a time where they felt like I'm never going to make it out of this, or this situation is so awful right now and I'm never going to be able to recover from this. And that's rarely the situation. That is rarely the situation. And if it is the situation, it's usually something quite tragic, like running a red light and getting T-boned by a truck. I shouldn't joke like that. But yeah, I really love making good connections with people. I love being the one to make somebody smile. I really enjoy being somebody that can be a positive role model for the next generation and show them that self-responsibility can take you so much further in life. I'm putting down the visor again, sorry. Self-responsibility can take you so far in life because people recognize that. People recognize somebody who can take action. People recognize somebody who can be a leader. And in the end, even if there is this horrific, terrible person in office who is tyrannical, they still have a bunch of different checks and balances in place to hopefully quell their ability to ruin society. It's been 1776. How many years has it been? It's been a lot of years. It's been very well thought out, the Constitution and all of the different rights that people as civilians or government officials get. So, you know, if we compare to other places that do not have the Constitution or that do not have their civil liberties, there's a very big difference. Those are the places that really get... Excuse me, this visor is just fogging up today, gosh. Those are the places where things get really bad. That's not what happens here. You've heard it 100,000 times before. This is America. And in America, we got people whipping Beamers and SUPER73s and those things. In third world countries, they wish that they can, you know, go to Starbucks and Chipotle. They wish that they can afford the luxuries that we have on a day-to-day basis. We're getting to the point now where Wi-Fi is becoming a human right. Come on, man. Talk about privilege. Oh man, this is dangerous. Oh, and he's turning too? Fuck. That was so squirrely. There we go. So yeah, bottom line for everything, and I probably said that exact phrase already, I will keep living my best life that I can and hopefully be a shining light for those around me on how to be a person with self-responsibility, a leader, someone who can take action and guide the future generations towards becoming better citizens, better caretakers of the community. And I think that is immensely valuable. I think that as an educator, somebody who enjoys working with children, I feel like I bring a lot of value to just the general community. I'm not going to say the world, but I know that a lot of people would tell me, you didn't vote, you are X, Y, and Z. You're not political, so you don't care about X, Y, and Z. And they'll do whatever they can to really just try to beat me into submission and join them on their journey of spreading anger. Look at that, Bernie 2016. So, in the end, I do not subscribe to any political system anymore. I understand that there are people above me that have a lot more ability to determine what is good and what is not, and I'll let them do it. I have faith. That's about it. So we're coming up on my job now. This guy is absolutely crawling. What the heck is going on here? Finally. Look at that. That's a beautiful view. I don't know if you guys can see that down there. That looks absolutely gorgeous. You see the sun rays coming down through the trees. It is a good morning. It is a very good morning. We hardly used any battery, about 25% battery. And yeah, after we get off of work, it's going to be even more warm. We're going to go for a nice ride. Maybe hang out with some people. We'll see. I don't know. I don't really feel up for hanging out very much after work. Except for certain people. Ugh, look at this. Ooh, that's bright. What time is it? Ooh, good timing. 7:15. Now I can't pick up my normal morning coffee because of obvious reasons. Look at this, Mike. You're going down the wrong way. Nice. Alright, guys. I will speak to you all after work. Alright, we just got out of work, and something awful happened. So, for those of you who follow SUPER73 content, you already know about the grinding motor sound. And guess who experienced that today? And it was not subtle. It wasn't a light sound. It was a really loud rip. Yeah. It was not a pleasant experience, because it was in the middle of me trying to, show off my bike, have fun, and of course, in the process of that, God, I don't know. I don't even know how to feel about it. But one thing that I am gonna do is I'm gonna hit up SUPER73 and say, hey, you already know, past that. So, yeah, we're out here in Central Park now. We're just gonna go for a nice cruise. There's a lot of stuff going on here, and man, I can't get that off my mind, that sound. I was hoping and praying that would just not happen to me. I saw somebody today on the subreddit posted a picture of them hitting 1,000 miles on a V1 motor. But how many miles are we at? I don't even know. I want to pull over. Also, I gotta close my jacket. It's pretty chilly. We'll find a spot to pull over, and then we'll check how many miles we're at. I'm pretty sure we are almost at 500 now. I really don't know. We're gonna stop right here. Okay, let's button up. Come on. Button, snap. Other button, snap. Alright, so we are buttoned. How many miles are we at? Let's see. Click. Total 481. Yeah, so we're about at 500. Almost there. We're getting there, We're probably gonna be able to make it to 500. but it's a bummer. That's a real bummer. So honestly, I don't really have any plans. Got out of work early just so I can get out here and ride, because I know that my opportunities to ride are going to be slowly fading away. What's the angle like? Where are we pointed? Oh shit, you guys are pointed straight down. That should be okay. I don't know. Hopefully I didn't just mess up the angle real bad, but yeah, so we are out here at Central Park. We are just ripping it right now. We're probably gonna do the whole loop. We got full charge. I charged up while I was at work, so we can just kill it around the park and definitely be able to make it home. Look at this. This is so beautiful. I really do want to see the angle that we're getting though, so I'm gonna have to pull over again. Fuck. Let's just undo the glove. Wow, that actually worked. Oof, that was anus clenching. Okay, so we're in. It's reconnecting. We gotta cancel and then go in again. Pedal assist. Connect. Okay, so this is the angle we're working with. If I look forward, what do we see? Oh, that's perfect, yeah. Yeah, okay, we're good. I like it. Now let's see if I can do that again. Put the glove on. Ooh, yo, your boy is a G. He can no-handed. I'm not gonna get cocky with it though. Gets cocky with it. Yee. Look at that. So if you guys don't know what that is, that's the God, I'm trying to educate you guys and I can't even think of it. It's been a long day. It's Thursday. But yeah, that big old field over there is a very famous field. I've had a lot of good memories there. Really fun time. Look at that bitch looking at me. Don't fucking look at me like that. I'm not gonna hate you. I know I'm not gonna hate you. You see, nobody follows the law around here. Officer of the law. So yeah, besides the whole grinding motor, yeah, it's not gonna leave my mind anymore, because I don't know if they're gonna send me a whole entire new rear wheel. If they do, that'd be kind of cool, because then I'd have two motors. I don't think I'd be able to figure out how to hook up two motors, but I mean, come on, wouldn't that be so awesome? I know the two wheels aren't the same size though, so you know, there's a lot of stuff there. Look at all this horse shit on the ground. Look at this guy too, looking up. Just go, bro. What are you doing? Just go. Alright, so this is going a lot faster than I expected. I'm so used to doing this. I mean, the first couple of times I did this, the first, like, how many times did I do this? I probably did this like 6 times on a push longboard. So, you know, I pushed it, this whole thing, 6 individual times. One time was twice in a row on a 90-degree day. So, yeah, that was a really fun time. We'll get to a point where you'll get to see a hill, very famous hill that my friends and I my friend Brandon and we went down that with somebody who we met who was a professional longboarder. We went down this hill, and Brandon and I mean, like, at least I had a couple of years of experience on a board, but not going particularly fast. Like, all my speed was pretty tame, like, honestly, like 20 miles per hour. But at this time, though, we had some amount of gear. I had a regular skating helmet. Brandon was using borrowed equipment, but we both had slide gloves, skate helmet, nothing full face. So, and I think Brandon had on knee pads, and that was about it. But here we're going, the two of us noobs, with this absolute pro, and he's making it look so easy, and we don't want to look like fools, so we're just keeping up. And I mean, as you can see, it's a beautiful ride, very filled with some good hills. Look at you, stupid ass. What the fuck was that? Look at all these people out here. It's beautiful. Gotta slow down for this. But yeah, as you can see, there's some pretty tame hills, nothing crazy yet. And we started at 59th Street, so we're doing pretty much what you've seen so far. That was 59th Street at the bottom. Right now we're coming up on about 80th Street, if I remember. That's 80th and 5th Ave. And yeah, we came up here. We're getting real close to the hill, and this part drains you if you're on a push board. It's just like 2 miles of this, with a couple of hills here and there. Actually, no, after this is a big hill. Look at this. People are just so indecisive. But yeah, we were coming up on this. We had been coasting for a while. By now we were feeling good. We felt like we had our bearings, and sure enough, we start coming up on what you're gonna see now. And what you're about to see now is a really fun hill, once you're, good, once you have your actual bearings. Look at this, very gradual incline. You just coast on down here, and it's some very nice winding turns. The wind noise is ridiculous in this helmet, man. I gotta create something to get the wind to go over those holes instead of hit it. But yeah, you see, look at this. This is so beautiful. Very comfortable on a skateboard because it's so smooth here. This whole entire part was recently repaved. Not too recently, but very recently compared to the lower parts of the loop. So yeah, this had us feeling really confident. It is uphill right now, if you can't tell. Who is that? Okay. So we're getting to the top of a hill. There's a very slight climb to this for the past couple of blocks, but it's not that bad. And then you come up to this. Here we are. This is the top of what we called the S hill, and enjoy. So right about when we were hitting here was when we were like, wait a minute, this is crazy. And the guy that we were with was trying to warn us, but we didn't listen. Or no, we couldn't listen. We couldn't make any changes because we were already speeding down this, and by the time we got to the point of no return, it was the point of no return. Oh, that was beautiful. So we tried to make it down the hill, and my friend Brandon was starting to panic about quarter way through, and he was like, wait, how do I stop? And the guy that we were with just turned around and went and just kept going. And long story short, we made it down that hill. We actually made it down that hill. And that was one of the most exhilarating moments I've ever had on a skateboard, and I'll remember that for the rest of my life, because that was the moment where I was convinced that I was about to witness my friend Brandon lose about 50% of his skin. So luckily that didn't happen. But now where we are, right here, maybe I'll find another clip of it. But I have a clip of me on my Acton Blink S2, and I was coming down that hill up there, and I was riding. I was recording myself. I was trying to test out my gimbal, and you know, the footage was beautiful. It was on my Pixel XL phone, so the camera is phenomenal, and the gimbal stabilization plus the smooth ride, it was great until it wasn't. If I pull up over here, you see that new pavement that continues down here stops right there, and it just becomes that, which feels like rocks and gravel. I saw and I know that on the edges of the road is where it's the worst, so I tried staying in the center, but if you look in the center, it's actually much worse. So yeah, I came down, hit that going at about 20, and I didn't even make it to like that line before I just went completely off. The board went and it was out from underneath me, and I just flipped. I didn't flip front, I did like a barrel roll almost, and that was not fun. I ended up breaking my lens. There's an entire video that I made about that. You can go check that out. But that was a very sad day. I was literally sitting there crying. But yeah, you live and you learn. You learn your limitations. But look at these cops. Are they gonna look at me? Cops. Imagine being a cop. XD. Doggy. So, do I have the visor? Wow, I couldn't even tell if I had my visor up. It's just this wind, man. This wind is crazy. Look at this guy. Look at this guy. Look at this guy. Dickhead. So, we made it down that hill, Brandon and I. We survived. The adrenaline was through the roof. That type of adrenaline that you get for your first time on a roller coaster, and you like hear something sound like it breaks, and you're like, oh, okay, this is when I die. That was that kind of feeling. Like, okay, I'm not gonna make it out of this. I'm not gonna make it. But sure enough, we did, and we felt fantastic. So we made it up that huge hill that we just went up, and we had this to look forward to. And oh man, look at that sunset. This is another gorgeous view. Now, something I need to work on is putting together a secondary GoPro angle. Look at this guy on the boosted board. Sweet. It's a boosted V2, it sounds like. Alright, I'm not going to go all the way to 59th again. I'm going to pull out over here. Yeah, mother's intuition. This is just first instinct. Fear. Now you see that tree over there? I spent my entire senior year of middle school in this park. And yeah, it's a beautiful area, this place. Well, I mean, no, not really. The projects are right over there, and I almost got robbed there with my friends. But you know, good memories always outlast the bad ones. If only that were true. But yeah, I'm really, after doing that ride, that was really fun. We killed about as much battery as it took to get down here. So So I know we have enough to get home and mess around, but really I just want to cruise our way uptown. I don't know how to get to the bike path from here. Actually, yeah, I can figure it out on 116. I'm gonna get past this guy because he's swerving like a dickhead. Excuse me. Alright. So, yeah, I'm just gonna cruise. We're going about 20 right now. That was a really fun rip. I hope you guys enjoyed that footage. I know the SD card is starting to fill up, and I forgot to go through it to erase. I see this area over here now, 106 on the west side. Another place I spent a lot of time. This is where I spent my senior year of high school. So, yeah, I just spent a lot of time in Central Park growing up. A lot of time. So, I have some very fond memories in this park. And it just makes me so happy to go through it sometimes, because it just reminds me of simpler times when there was a lot less to worry about. Now what I'm gonna do here is cut in front of this fucking guy. God damn it. Skirt. Now looking at this hill in front of us, this was something that my boosted board could eat easily, very easily. But look at this, I'm not gonna pedal at all. And you see, we're pretty slow off the line, honestly. Once we get up here, though, you'll see we're 21. Oop. Yeah, so we just aren't really in a hill monster right here. We're in more of a straight demon. Yeah, I wish. So it does require some pedaling to get going, and once you get going, you actually start picking up a good amount of speed. Like going 20 up a hill is great, but then you see once you get to the flat, we start picking up again, and now we're at 30. So we're just gonna go across town. We're gonna go all the way over to Riverside. We're not gonna ride Riverside though. I hate riding on that road now. It's great in the morning going downtown, but going uptown around this time, it's terrible. That's a cool jacket. Puerto Rican guy. It's Ralph Lauren. What is going on here? What is going on here? What is going on here? Nice ride, bro. Why do you look at me like that? Oh, this bike went down. Look at that. Oh, F in the chat for this bike. Somebody definitely got too cocky with that. Damn, that's sad. You can tell it clipped right there on the front of the wheel. Broadway's a fun ride from up here. Downtown's not that fun, but I'm not trying to ride on the main roads today. I just want to cruise on the side streets. Okay. What are you doing? the Jakes. This is not where I want to be. Not at all. Because this is just going to take me to Riverside. That's not where I want to be. Cathedral Parkway. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to get on to the sidewalk. Well, not the sidewalk, but... I guess this is a sidewalk, but... So we gotta figure out how we can get down. It's very active over here. I don't know if you can tell how bumpy this is. This is extreme bumps. I'm gonna stand up, try to eat some of these bumps. So there is a way to get down somewhere, but I'll figure it out. So we only have 12 minutes left on the SD card right now, and I really don't feel like pulling out my laptop to try to cut down on some of that footage right now. We've got a really good video already, so I think I'm gonna cut it here. I'm not going to turn the camera to show you guys my helmet hair, but wow, look at that over there. This is actually the place where the former skate park that I used to go to when I learned how to skate. This is where it used to be. It's completely renovated now, and it is amazing here. I haven't gotten on my skateboard in so goddamn long, but one of these days we'll pay this place a visit. But I hope you guys enjoyed a good commute trip down memory lane with me too.